Hey everybody, I'm so excited that you guys have joined us tonight. Our training is going to be all about customers, and we have the wonderful Mandy Delbaum to give us some great tips because she is super passionate about the subject and is just amazing. So I asked her to help me out with this. But first of all, if we're going to talk about customers, we have to get customers first, because without customers, we don't have anybody to give customer service to. So I'm just going to touch a little bit on that. The very first topic that I want to talk about is how to get customers and how do you get people interested. And this topic in itself could be on its very own training all by itself, a standalone. So I'm just going to really briefly go over it. Because that's really what we're doing. We are sharing Plexus with people, and our goal is to get people to sign up as customers to use the products or sign up as ambassadors to use the products and then share that with their friends and family. But we have to get those people first. So the number one way that we talk about sharing with people and getting them interested is by posting on Facebook. Now, this is not the one and only way, but I will say that the most successful Plexus ambassadors, the ones that are at the top of the company, they are the ones that are posting the most on Facebook, okay? The other thing about posting on Facebook is it just creates a sense of comfortability. When you are posting constantly, even though in our minds, we initially dream up this, I'm going to be bothering my friends, I'm going to be annoying them. Everybody already sees Plexus all over the place. Why would I do that to my friends? It's true. I think that we've all been there. We've all been in the position of seeing a Plexus post pop up and going, ugh, Plexus again. But guess what? We knew exactly who to go to when we were finally ready to learn more. Okay, so you will hear ambassadors talk all the time about how consistency breeds comfort. When people see that you're consistently posting, they know that you're serious about your own health. They like to follow your journey. They like to read the testimonials. They like to do it on their own time. And like I said, they're watching you and they're just waiting till the right time, waiting for it to be the right time for them to be able to come to you. So even if they're not liking your posts, even if they're not commenting, they are watching. And by you posting consistently is just going to be more confirmation for them that they know exactly who to go to for more. Another thing that I want to share about posting on Facebook, since I'm just going over this very briefly, the success guide that we have, guys, is literally absolutely amazing. Okay, you guys have got to read this thing. It is amazing. So there's a whole section on Facebook. I don't need to sit here and tell you guys about it because this is better than anything I could probably say to you guys right now. So another thing that, you know, we have our team page and we always say, hey, tag your new ambassadors in this first post or whatever, you know, and it's the post that says, you know, what should they say for their very first Facebook post? There's 4 options in this, believe it or not. There's 4 really great options in here. I just joined a company that's been on the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing private US companies for 2 years. Interested? You know, I mean, that's just something very simple. If you have a customer who upgrades to an ambassador, you know, they could post, you know, I've been using Plexus products for a while now. Who couldn't resist taking the plunge? I totally believe in these products. If you haven't heard of Plexus, all I can say is wow. So, you know, this is just one way that we can start to build interest is by posting on Facebook, okay? Like I said, Facebook is not the only way to be getting the word out. You know, sending private messages, sending voice messages, sending out emails, letting your friends and family know what you are doing. That is a very important step because people will look at your Facebook posts and they will scroll right on by. And then just with all of the Facebook algorithms, I can guarantee you that there is a very large portion of your Facebook friends that are probably not even seeing your post. So you really need to be reaching out to people as well, and talking to people in person. The other thing that's great about this success kit is there is a whole section on reaching out to people and creating a Franks list. So again, I don't need to train you guys on that because one, there's plenty of other trainings out there on that, but everything is in this success guide. This success guide has been put together by the top ambassadors in the company. It wasn't corporate. I mean, corporate put it together, but they put together the most successful jewels in the company, and they wrote this book. So this is like real people, real ambassadors. You know, what they're already training their teams to do is put into this book. So there's a section on making your Franks list. There's a section on, how to talk to people in person, what you should say to people. We also have, ways that you can build interest in people is just by sharing your story in person. The other thing that I like to do is just when I'm talking to people, I'm listening. I'm always listening to hear what they're saying because I'm guarantee it. And you guys know this, is that people talk about their health all the time, all the time. It comes up in almost every single conversation. And as long as you're listening, you're going to pick up on that stuff. And one of my most favorite things that just dawned on me like maybe 2 weeks ago that I'm like, why have I not thought of this before? I don't know about you guys, but when I'm in person with somebody and we're just in casual conversation and they say something about their health, or they say something about, how tired they are all the time, or how many naps they need, and all of that kind of stuff. And in your head, it's screaming, oh my gosh, I have to say something about Plexus. I have to say something about Plexus. How do I bring it up without sounding salesy? Like that is always a stumbling block for me, is I'm constantly defeating myself, telling me that if I say something, they're going to think that I'm just selling something to them. And something that I just thought about the other day was, I'm going to start just assuming that they already know what Plexus is. If I just assume that they know exactly what Plexus is, exactly what it does, I can very easily be like, oh my goodness, have you ever tried Plexus for that? Like if they say, oh, my allergies are terrible, I can just be like, have you ever tried Plexus? I mean, it's just the same as somebody going, I really need to find some boots for this season, and I don't even know where to go. Going, have you tried Boot Barn? Like, you need to go check that out. Like, it's so simple. If we just change our mindset, it's just easy to bring it up in person. And I mean, Mandy can attest, to not having that regret. Like when you are in a situation and you know that this can change somebody's life, like you have to find a way to get over your own insecurities and fears to say something. Now, one thing that I want to bring up is even if we can get somebody interested in Plexus, we have to follow up with them, okay? So I'm going to show you guys some follow-up real quick and checking my time here. But I'll talk about follow-up in just a second. But let's just say you finally have somebody interested, right? Like somebody is liking your post. Somebody is asking you about Plexus. Now you're going, okay, so what do I do? What do I do now that they have asked me for more information about Plexus, or what is Plexus? If you're a newer ambassador, do not feel like you need to know everything. You have your upline, your sponsor, you have me, you have so many other ambassadors that have been doing this business that you can ask them for help and say, okay, somebody just asked me a question, what do I say to them? So use us as your first resource for sure. We love to help. The other thing that you can do is you can throw people in group chats and say, hey, I just got started with Plexus. I'm still learning myself, but here's my good friend who's been doing this for a couple of years, and she can really answer your questions and we can learn together. That is another way that you can help somebody gain more information. Another way that you can help them learn about Plexus once they start asking you is you can send them to your website and explain to them, I would give them direction, right? Give them some products to go look at, but our website is amazing. It has the labels for all of the products. It has the features and benefits. It has frequently asked questions. It is a great resource for people to learn about Plexus. And then if you want to send them an email so that you can actually write them and say, hey, I'm sending you this information, then you can follow up with them about the email you sent. there are documents that I have in the team files. Or if you want them just emailed to you, I can email you them. And it's just documents that somebody can read through. Some people like reading through documents. Some people don't. Some people do. And so this would be perfect for somebody that really wants to dig into the science of things, and you would email them these documents. So if you want something like that, again, you can find them in the files, or just let me know and I can email them to you as well. So those are just all these tools that you have to send people when they're finally starting to show interest in the products. We also have a ton of YouTube videos. So again, we're just briefly going an overview, because all of this training, like each little thing that I'm giving you, we can find a training on just that one subject for you if you want to dig even deeper. Okay, so you've started sharing about Plexus, and then now you have people that are interested, and you're starting to send them information about Plexus, right? Customers don't usually sign up just right away, right then and there, right? So now, you know, you're going to move into a process of helping them know which way they can purchase their products, right? So, Mandy, I'm already starting to go long. Told you I talk a lot. Okay, so now the process is moving a little bit. They're asking you more questions. They want to know how they can purchase. And you can present to them the 3 ways. They can purchase as a retail customer, which is going to be a one-time purchase, and it's going to be the most expensive way for them to get products in hand. But some people are afraid of auto shipments, and even though as a preferred customer they can cancel it, but just whatever reason, some people like to have that retail option. Then they can purchase as a preferred customer. Okay, this is going to be somebody that's getting a discount on off of retail. They are put on an auto shipment, which can be canceled at any time. And it's just a way for them, if they're wanting to stay consistent with the products, they can get their products every single month without having to think, and they just get into that routine and that consistency of taking the products. The other thing that's wonderful about preferred customers is that they get a discount after their 4th auto shipment. And then also you get an added bonus every single month that your preferred customer orders. There's a dollar amount for each products that they purchase. So that is great for us as ambassadors. Really, really awesome. And then everybody always wants to know, like, how do I direct somebody if they should be a preferred customer or if they should be an ambassador? Especially now with this 60-day money back guarantee, you know, which way do we want to steer people? Of course, we all want to grow our teams. And it's not always best just to fill your team up with ambassadors. You really want to get to know your customers and know if they're going to be sticking with this and being consistent and they want this lifestyle change, versus them just going, I just want to try it for a little bit. And plus, I have heard from Melissa, since she's on the advisory board, that they are going to be rolling out preferred customer like incentives for preferred customers, I guess. She didn't give me any information except for that they're going to be having some kind of incentives for preferred customers. And so she was saying, if you were to sign up somebody that would be a perfect preferred customer that never wants to work the business, and they're kind of teetering back and forth, once they become an ambassador, they're no longer going to be able to take part in those incentives for preferred customers. Again, I have no clue what they are. Don't advertise it. Just giving you guys some insider information. Hopefully it's going to come out sooner than later. Leaders Retreat's coming up. They always announce things at Leaders Retreat. I don't know. Total speculation on my part. But there's going to be even greater perks for people to be a preferred customer. So really, it's kind of sometimes a gut too. I mean, we don't ever want to withhold wholesale prices from our friends and family, because that sometimes is the absolute best way for them to purchase the products, and it's what they need. But just know that, you know, we want everybody on these products long term, but some people just really need to try the products first. So Mandy's going to talk a little bit about, well, no, I don't think Mandy's talking about flipping customers, right? No. Okay. But I mean, once we have preferred customers, it's a very easy process, and it's very natural for them to turn into ambassadors once they fall in love with the product. So If you guys want to dig a little bit deeper into that and have conversation about, you know, how to choose, you know, which direction you really want to push somebody, you can talk to me about that, or talk to your upline. But it gets a little confusing, but really make it about your customer. That's what Mandy's going to talk about. You know, it's really about the person and what's best for them. That's what we have to focus on. What is going to be best for this person and getting them started on their journey. So, okay, I'm going to talk real quick about follow-up. I want to show you guys a graphic real quick. If I could find it. Here it is. Okay, can you guys see this sales statistics? Okay, so it says 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and stop. Only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. And then it goes on to say that 2% of sales are made on that first contact. So like I said, when we get that interest out, people are not just gonna like jump up and buy it, you know? 3% of sales are made on the second contact, 5% of sales are made on the third contact, 10% on the fourth, and 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. But yet only 10% of people are making more than 3 contacts. So just, it kind of goes all in with being consistent with your posting, being consistent with reaching out to people. And then even after they have become, even after, you know, they're interested and they've been asking questions and, you know, you've told them about how to buy and how to purchase and they still haven't ordered, you have to still follow up with them. You guys all know how busy we are. I'm sure you guys have gone online to go purchase something and you get busy and you forget, and 2 days later you're going, oh, I meant to go buy that. You know, so we're not bothering people. I'm going to pass this off to Mandy here real quick. But basically what I'm saying is when it comes to the customers, when it comes to our friends and family, we're passionate about these products. We know that they're life-changing. We know the impact they can have on somebody's health. And we always have to be remembering that. We always have to make it about them, because that's what we're trying to do. We are trying to help have a part in changing their life. And when they know that that's where our heart is, when the time is right for them, they're going to come to you and they're going to become our customers. And then Mandy is going to share with us what we do once they do become our customers, because it doesn't stop there, you guys. I don't think any of us joined Plexus because we were into sales. I mean, all of us said, we do not want to sell. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody said, I don't want to be a salesperson. So we need to remember to not be salespeople when we're dealing with our customers. Yes, we are selling a product, but these are our friends and family, people that we love, people that we want to see healthy and help them on their journey. So off to Mandy. Did you unmute yourself yet? Whoop.
Oh.
Okay.
Thank you, Rachel. That was really helpful. And I'm definitely going to implement the have you tried Plexus approach, because I think that's just a really simple thing. We tend to overthink it a lot, especially me. So thank you for that. My background, I've been with Plexus for 9 months, but I have been in customer service roles since I was 12, and I've had all kinds of jobs. I've been a manager at a fish processing plant in Alaska for 10 summers. I've been a janitor, a shuttle driver, a personal caretaker, terrible at that. But the last decade, basically, I've had professional roles in customer service and sales. So, you know, I know everyone on this team has a huge heart. Everyone wants to do their best. Everyone wants to treat people as best as they can, but not everyone has a lot of experience with customer service. And some people are new to Plexus. So I'm just going to bring us back to the basics on this whole topic. And my goal is that you understand customer service and the importance of it in general, and then how we can transfer that knowledge in how we treat our Plexus customers. So I think it's also really perfect timing that Melissa Eichenhorst is doing a team training on, or a team book study on Sarah Robbins' book, Rock Your Network Marketing, because this week is chapter 4, and that happens to be about customers. So I'm going to incorporate some of what Sarah says into my training, and it's going to make me look brilliant, but a lot of it came from Sarah. So Rachel told us how to get customers interested, how to get customers, and now it's like party time and you're super excited and the hard work is over and you've been following up for a year and finally your team is growing. And I wish I could say that the work stopped then, but I personally believe that customer service lasts like the duration of your time with that person. It never stops. And how we treat our customers very much influences if they stay with us, if they purchase our products, if they're loyal to us, just in general. So I'm also going to use the term customer to refer to everyone that makes up our business. So retail, preferred, wholesale, and ambassadors, they're all going to be customers for purposes of this training. And also, I know that we all learn a little differently, so I'm going to be talking and flipping back to my desktop so you can see the information as I'm presenting it. So I found this quote the other day, and I thought it was awesome. Let me show you my screen. Oops. Okay, a customer is the most important visitor on our premises. He is not dependent on us. We are dependent on him. He is not an interruption in our work. He is the purpose of it. He is not an outsider in our business. He is part of it. We are not doing him a favor by serving him. He is doing us a favor by giving us an opportunity to do so. And I just think that is so powerful because, you know, as you think about your customer or your experiences as a customer, you know, think about like what made you feel valued and special. Why do you purchase a certain product? Why do you revisit a particular store? On the opposite side of that, think about some negative experiences you've had. Like, how did you feel? And did you tell your friends about it? And did you go back to that store? Probably not. I have learned that the majority of people will shop like way far away at a very inconvenient location if necessary. They'll pay more for products, and they'll even buy product of lesser quality than competitive products if they had a really good experience at that store. So how people feel absolutely influences how they spend their money and their time. So I'm going to show you some other statistics that I thought were pretty cool. So 70% of buying experiences are based on how the customer feels they are being treated. 89% of consumers have stopped doing business with a company after experiencing poor customer service. A customer is 4 times more likely to buy from a competitor if the problem is service related versus price or product related. Consumers are 2 times more likely to share their bad customer service experiences than they are to talk about the positive experiences. And this one I thought was really eye-opening. It takes 12 positive customer experiences to make up for 1 negative experience. So that just tells me that we need to start treating our customers excellent, like treat them right from day one, from the very get-go. And I can relate with these statistics because we've all had experiences as customers. And recently I have been supporting my friends in network marketing. I really enjoy doing that. And I have purchased from 4 friends in the last, 5 months maybe. And of the 4, 3 of them never even bothered to check if I got my order, much less if I liked it, much less like if I was using the products, even if I had any questions. There was no follow-up, not even really a thank you. And it was such a bummer to me because I don't have an unlimited piggy bank. And so I have to make my buying decisions very, very carefully. And they're my friends. And so I thought it would be better than that. And it wasn't. And obviously I'm still feeling that way. So on the contrary, this one girl, totally knocked it out of the park. She sent me a handwritten thank you note. She gave me samples. She gave me product information and product details. She keeps following up with me. And it just makes me feel so like valued, and I literally want to keep supporting her. I mean, even if I didn't like the product, I'd probably buy something else because she was so great at making me feel good. There have actually been studies done to prove that when it comes to bad experiences, we tend to have the memory of an elephant. We remember it forever. Like, we hold on to it. We still feel icky about it. We tell our friends about it. It's just really hard to kill a bad experience, a memory of a bad experience. If positive experiences, for whatever reason, we have really short-term memory. It is very easy for us to completely forget about that. And I wish that wasn't the case, but it is. So Sarah Robbins says, treat them like royalty and you'll have their loyalty. Basically, people want to be treated like people and not paychecks. So this is how we do this in the Plexus world. I'm going to share my screen one more time. All right, so we want to get in the practice of having welcome calls with new wholesale customers so that they understand the products and they understand their website. If they know how to navigate, how to create their orders, what the products do, how to reach customer service, they're going to use their website. Not only are they going to use that website and be self-sufficient and feel empowered, but they're going to have an easier time sharing their website with other people, and they're going to feel more comfortable with that process. Ambassadors interested in the business are going to have a different type of call. But these, the one I'm referring to is just a basic general welcome to Plexus call. We need to make sure that our customers have the information they need about their products on how to take them appropriately before they get their products. So I like to send them, if they buy the triplex combo especially, I like to send them On My Darling's 3-minute video on how to take the products. There's also like a little purple chart that customers can use for their first month to help integrate slowly the products into their systems. We also want to make sure that they are aware of the detox and the die-off symptoms. I send an email that Rachel sent to me 9 months ago. I still use the same email. I still send all the same information. And if you guys don't have that, it's going to be on her page, but let us know and we'll send that to you as well, like her team files, on Facebook. The one thing that we do not want to do is let our customers get their package and they're really excited and they gobble up everything and then they have a terrible experience. They're scared to death. They leave Plexus. They tell everyone that they had a bad reaction to Plexus. That is what we want to avoid. So we want to hold their hand through this process. We want to make sure that they understand that detox is necessary for healing. Sometimes they'll go through it. Sometimes they won't. Detox and die-off. And that it is temporary and that we will be there for them to get them through it, to tweak their routine if necessary. And just know that not everyone reads emails, not everyone watches videos. So it's really important that you personally check in with them. Okay, moving on. Like Rachel said, when you follow up with potentials, once people are using the products, you need to follow up with them and consider yourself basically their health coach. You need to check in every few days, and then every couple weeks, and then, once a month for a while. I still check it with customers because, for one, I like to hear good things. So I want to hear all the good stuff that's going on. I want to make sure that they're reaching their goals that they had when they first signed up with Plexus. I want to be there to troubleshoot with them. And I want to say, hey, have you tried this new product? Everything is going really well. Why don't you incorporate this? I think that they really appreciate that. And then, I'm sorry, my cat's getting a little rowdy here. Should your customer voice a concern, if they have bloating or some sort of die-off symptom, I think it's really important that we stay calm. Don't get emotional about it. They might be emotional, but we just need to be calm and get them the information that they need as soon as possible. And again, assure them that it's temporary, it's necessary for healing. And you can go to, Team Hofstede, Team Eichenhorst, wherever your upline is, and get information, as well as YouTube and emails. There are abundant resources and everyone's happy to help. Okay, next slide. Okay, this is kind of the fun part, celebrating them, like celebrating all of their victories, pumping them up, whether it's like public acknowledgement or verbal acknowledgments. I send my customers, every new customer, I send them a thank you note. And I'm not saying that you have to do that. And I don't particularly like it. It's something that I was raised doing, but I love to get them. So I've just continued doing that. Some people don't want to work the business, but they send you a lot of referrals. So it's fun to give them a gift and spoil them on occasion. Also, preferred customers that are consistently ordering products every month for a while, it would be fun to celebrate them and gift them with something too, maybe a sample or a new product. But it sounds like Plexus might be working on something along those lines, which is awesome. And something that I really try to do, and I don't know how manageable this is when your team gets really big, but I do think it's important to try to review your customers' orders every month, especially when they first sign up, because sometimes the sign-up process can get a little bit confusing for people and they won't set up their backup orders correctly. So you want to make sure that their orders are on, that they're getting them, every 30 days or sooner, so that they're not running out of products, because we know that consistency is key and you want your customers to have products every single day. And you don't want to wait until they're out or they're calling you in a panic to try to scramble and, get them all set up or get their order fixed. It's not a proactive approach. And we really need to try to be proactive, especially early on when their body is adjusting and getting used to the products. We need to continually educate on products and promotions. You guys, our company does all kinds of fun things, whether it's donating to charities or breast cancer awareness, and they spoil their customers, like the free freight incentive that was going on the last few days and basically broke the internet yesterday. We need to share that stuff with our customers, show them, how amazing our company is, tell them about clinical trials that are released and new products, and just share everything that's going on with them. And it's really important to remember that despite our best efforts to educate and communicate with customers, there are going to be things that we can't control. We can't control if they continue to have unreasonable expectations, if they don't use the products properly, or if they're very inconsistent. And we can't control if their financial situation changes. However, we can choose how we represent our company, and the way that we treat our company can be the very thing that convinces our customer to join our business and grow our teams and to get engaged with Plexus. And it also allows people that need to walk away for those reasons to come back later. Like, it leaves the door open. And that has happened to me. I've had people leave for whatever reason, and they had a good experience with me and my team and the company and Plexus customer service and on down the line, and they came back. Now they're a customer again. So that is really awesome. So in summary, customers have so many choices. They have choices on products and companies and who to work with and how to spend their money. And we just have to be really humble and remember that we need to be grateful and show them appreciation, like deep appreciation. I mean, our business is dependent on them. And we need to be mindful that while it is important to grow our team, it is not more important than keeping our team. So if we're so focused on just signing up people like crazy, and meanwhile our customers are like running out the back door, our team isn't growing. You need to grow, but also maintain your customer base. And then we're modeling to our customers how we want them to treat their customers. So it's all just very, very important. And yes, it's time consuming and it can be tedious and it can be hard. We're all very busy, but ultimately, this is kind of some tough love. We are really generously compensated to grow our teams, but also provide excellent customer service. Like, that is what this business is about, is building relationships, and that is what Plexus is about. So we just need to make sure that our actions mirror our company's values in terms of being helpful and acting with integrity and providing information and resources and just being really, really helpful and having a thankful heart, basically, for everyone that has joined our team and taken a chance with us. And hopefully that will result in your customers being really long-term, if not life customers for Plexus. And Rachel, that is all I have. back to you.
Yay. Okay, everybody raise your hand if you want Mandy to do all of our team trainings from now on. That was amazing.
Thank you.
Totally like let's just cut out the first half of my training.
No, it was so valuable.
It was so good. That was so good. Yeah, I mean, I think we do. We focus so much, and of course we need to focus on sharing Plexus and like actually getting the customers so that we can provide this. But I do think that oftentimes we don't focus on what do we do once we get them and taking care of them. That helped me a ton, Mandy. It kind of put me in my place for some of, you know, the ways that I've maybe let people fall through the cracks, you know, in the past and stuff. But that was just amazing. So yeah, so just to recap, guys, there are amazing trainings out there to help us really know how to share Plexus properly, sharing our story, getting people interested and following up with them so that they will order and they will take that step to better their health and get on this health journey. But really, you know, we have to make this about them. That's what this is all about. It's about helping people. It's not just about getting them to order and then we leave them. I have met so many people that bought Plexus from their friends, tried it, didn't like it, canceled. Years later, they come back and they try it again, and you start talking to them and they knew nothing. Like, they knew nothing about Plexus. So we just, you know, we just want to have like this team culture that we really are the best at taking care of our customers. And I think that really is one of the most important things in this business. Because like I said, we're all in this to help people. Products have changed our own lives, and we're wanting to share that with people and see that kind of change for them as well. So I'm just so thankful for you, Mandy. You did awesome. I really can't wait to have you do more trainings. Seriously. I'm going to put you to work. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and stop recording now, but we can also stick around if anybody has any questions. But again, thank you so much. And if you guys have questions, I do want to note one more time that we are going to, I'm going to upload some more recent updated documents, the ones that we've talked about that you would send somebody once they're interested or once they become a customer. And then I want to point out again, really, our success guide that we've gotten, really, I mean, guys, this really is good. Like, really good. Share this training with your ambassadors as they are starting to, you know, starting to share Plexus. And once they start getting customers, and really be there for them. When your own ambassadors start signing up customers, they're going to be in the same place that you were when you got your first customer and you said, I don't know what I'm doing. So definitely be there for your ambassadors. And if you're brand new, don't hesitate to reach out to your upline and ask people for questions, because we have amazing ambassadors on this team that are just rocking it. So anyways, thank you guys. Have a great night, and see you next time.